Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really critical report from Bob Slovic over at Virtualization Options LLC. It's all about a challenge that, let's be honest, affects pretty much every single community: the digital security of our public schools.
So, let's just start with the big question, the one that's on the minds of so many parents and educators. Because when you get right down to it, this isn't just about computers and networks, it's about keeping our kids safe in a world that's more digital than ever.
And here's the thing, this isn't some theoretical what-if scenario. The report makes it crystal clear that schools are actively being targeted, right now. The frequency is honestly alarming, and they become a go-to target for cybercriminals.
And we're not talking about small, isolated incidents. Just look at this timeline. It shows a clear pattern of major attacks. You had a phishing attack in Florida that went after payroll, ransomware in Baltimore that cost millions to clean up. In New York, a denial-of-service attack completely disrupted student testing, and then a huge data breach in Texas that exposed just how deep the security problems can go. Each of these tells a different piece of the story.
So, why is this happening? Well, the report really zeroes in on a key point. Our schools rely on digital systems for everything now, from grades to bus routes to lunch payments. And while that's been amazing for education, it's also, opened up a lot of new doors for some serious threats.
But why schools? Why are they such tempting targets for criminals? Well, it all comes down to the data. Let's take a look at what's really at stake here. You see, schools are sitting on what the report calls a treasure trove for cybercriminals. And when you think about it, it makes sense. We're talking student health records, social security numbers, private family information, not to mention all the staff payroll data. It's all in one place. For someone with bad intentions, that's a goldmine.
And the human cost here, it's just staggering. A data breach is so much more than a technical glitch. It creates these devastating ripple effects. The report is very clear that these attacks can lead to identity theft for kids, financial ruin for families, and real psychological harm. It just completely shatters the community's trust.
Okay, so it sounds pretty grim, I know. But the report doesn't just outline the problem. It actually gives us a clear, expert-backed strategy for how to protect ourselves. And it's all about getting ahead of the attackers instead of just reacting to them.
The core recommendation, the heart of the solution, is the IT security audit. Now, that might sound super technical, but just think of it like a complete health checkup for a school's entire technology system, both digital and physical. It's a deep dive into everything from their cybersecurity plans to how they'd handle a crisis.
And this right here is the key difference, and it is a big one. You can either be proactive or you can be reactive. Instead of waiting for a disaster like the one in Baltimore and then spending millions to clean up the mess and losing public trust in the process, an audit helps you find and fix the weak spots before anything bad can happen.
So, what does one of these audits actually involve? What does it look like? Well, it's a really systematic process, and the report does a great job of breaking it down for us.
So it all starts with getting the right people in a room and going through all the paperwork, the policies, the training programs, all of it. Then you get to the hands-on part, testing everything. And I mean everything, from the lock on the server room door to the strength of the digital firewalls. And finally, you stress test their crisis plan. Do they have good backups? Can they communicate if the main systems go down?
You know, a really crucial part of this whole audit process is looking outside the school's own walls. The report drives this home with a pretty powerful quote from an administrator who learned this the hard way. The security of all those third-party vendors, the companies that make the grading software or the parent communication apps, their security is just as critical as the school's own.
And at the end of the day, this whole process, it's about way more than just technology. It's about accountability. And maybe most importantly, it's about rebuilding that trust with the community.
So how do you actually build that trust? Well, the report says it all comes down to transparency. This can't be some process that happens behind closed doors. It means you have to get the community involved in discussions. You create independent oversight committees. You openly report what the audit finds, and you're clear about the improvements you're making. It's about showing everyone you're taking this seriously.
Which brings us to the final, really powerful question that this report from Virtualization Options leaves us with. Think about it. We would never, ever dream of letting a school's finances go unaudited, right? So in today's world, isn't the digital safety of our kids every bit as critical? Proactive IT audits really are the foundation for securing our schools, protecting our students, and making sure the public can trust our educational institutions.